Everyone, welcome to the MoveOTX channel on YouTube here today. Thanks for taking the time here today. I'm going to run through some demonstrations on traditional flint and steel fire starting techniques. So before we get too far into it here, I think you have to understand the philosophy here. That's the goal. Traditional flint and steel would not be your first or only method to start a fire. The idea here is to have layered systems and tiered systems of fire starting gear and equipment in your backpack, in your camping gear, whether you're car camping or backpacking, whatever you're doing. So this is kind of the kind of stuff that I keep with me in my pack. And first and foremost, I'll use a Zippo or a butane lighter and wax impregnated wood chip blocks, and of course that would be my primary and my easiest way to start a fire, but also I'll have traditional methods on the side as well. So okay, so let's put these aside and we'll get started here. So focusing here on the traditional, the idea is to create a spark using your steel and your flint rock, blow that into an ember using Charcloth that you of course would have to make ahead of time. In fact, I'm doing this right now for my son's Boy Scout troop, so I've got these made up in batches and I'm going to show you guys how to use this here. Okay, once you've got your ember using your Charcloth, blow it and add oxygen to the fuel to create a fire and a flame. Okay, I'm going to show you both methods here, a couple methods here. So number one, it's always nicest and easiest if you have natural ingredients wherever you're at. So dry grass works perfect for that. But if you plan ahead, you can use things like jute twine. You can buy this at Michael's, and you can prepare that and use that as a tinder bundle as well as the dry grass. And I'll show you both of those methods here. Okay, but first and foremost, before you ignite anything, you'll need to practice making a spark. Okay, so this is a flint rock, and it's identified by its smooth, almost glassy-like appearance. Okay, it's kind of like, I'm not going to say obsidian, but it's similar to obsidian in that when it chips and fractures off, you get these really sharp, jagged edges that form. Okay, and the idea is you want to strike it with your fire steel, okay, and scrape. And the idea is to shave off fragments of the steel and get it to ignite into a spark. Okay, so this is an SE fire steel. You can buy these online at various places, and this one also has a bow drill spindle divot on it. That's what that is, but it's kind of awkward to grip and to hold on to. The easier ones are, I think, the clear U-shaped or hollowed out ones that are very easy to grip and to hold on to, but this one is what it is. Okay, and it's really not that difficult. So let's get started here. So you want to practice making sparks. Oh, safety first. Okay, I've got a bucket of water and a garden hose charged up on the side, but a bucket of water here to put out any sort of fire or flame that should come that I don't want. Okay? Okay, and right now I'm just trying to find a good edge on this stone where I can shower sparks over my Charcloth. Okay, there's actually a good edge right there. I'm actually feeling bits of the spark against my hand, and it's actually warm, of course warm. Okay, so, and let's see, there's another edge over here that's also very, actually you can see those sparks showering against my thumb. So I'm hitting it and I'm scraping it, I'm impacting and dragging the steel along that stone to get those sparks. Okay, additionally, if there's a headwind or a tailwind, you can take advantage of that and use the wind to blow your sparks where you want them to be. Right now there's basically no wind at all. Okay, so what I like to do is take the Charcloth and fold it over. That effectively doubles my surface area. Okay, place it on the stone just like that. Okay, and start showering sparks over your Charcloth. And try and get one to catch. Okay, it's not easy, okay? It takes trial, error, and practice, of course. Okay, and you might blow through your char cloth like you're seeing me here as well. Okay, that's a distinct possibility. Okay, so if you make them in large enough batches, you can go ahead and just pull out another one and start over again. Okay, in fact, I'm going to use a different one for whatever reason. That one's not igniting. So the key here is patience and not to be in a hurry. Okay? So I'm going to follow the same technique. Kind of fold it over, place it on my stone, okay, and try again. Okay, I'm going to try and locate a different edge on my stone, okay, and see if that works better for me. Okay, let's turn my char cloth maybe sideways a little bit more. There we go. Okay, let's try over here. Okay, there we go. Can you see that? So there's my ember. Okay, I've created an ember. I want to place that inside my tinder bundle and continue to blow. Feed it oxygen. Okay, see it's smoking? There you go. Okay, we'll have a flame here in a few minutes, maybe a couple minutes. Not even that. There you go. Okay, so there's our first. Okay, now you saw how long that took me. Okay, that was not easy. And these are perfect, ideal conditions. It's about 100 degrees out here. It's dry, it's bone dry. Everything out here is dry and it's hot. Okay, I apologize for the sound of the air conditioning over there, but that's what that is. So we're going to try again using jute twine. Okay, I find that the jute twine here blows into a flame a little bit easier, but again, it's kind of hit and miss. You have to practice. It takes patience. Okay, and this, in my opinion, is one of the most difficult ways to start a fire. Okay, now if you're really good at it and you practice at it, there are guys who think differently, but for me, absolutely. A Bic lighter, a butane lighter, or like I showed you earlier, a Zippo, or even camp matches. Okay, but this is part of your skill set that it's good to have. Okay, so you're again taking a hot ignition source, that spark, okay, you're feeding it into a char cloth to create your ember. And then from your ember, you're blowing it into a flame, into your tinder bundle. Okay, so you don't need all this jute twine. I mean, those pieces there, an entire spool of jute twine from Michaels is more than enough. That'll last you basically a lifetime practically. So let's take this and fan it out, and spread it out. I joke around with my son's Boy Scout troop, and you know, your little sisters have those dolls, Barbie dolls or whatever, and they're little sisters, right? As annoying as they can be. Well, guess what? You get to light their hair on fire. And that's kind of what this is. They get a chuckle out of it. I don't know. So the idea with scouting is to try and keep it fun. Keep it patient and keep it fun and maximize the learning potential. Okay? So there we go. There's the almost finished product. You want to pull apart those fibers, and this is what you're after. Doll hair, Barbie doll hair fiber is a pretty good, simple analogy. Okay, roll it over and roll it into a tinder bundle. Okay, just like that, like a bowl. Make like a bird's nest, basically. Okay, so there's my bird's nest. Okay, and we start the process once again. So these pieces of Charcloth have been sitting in my backpack, in my bag, for about a year. So as long as you keep them dry, they'll work, no problems. Okay, so I'm not sure where that edge was. I'm trying to locate that edge. I think it was this one right here, so we'll try that. And once again, here we go. Okay, hold on to it tight. Watch out for your knuckles. I just skinned my knuckle there, okay, so we have to watch out for that. This fire steel is really hot. I should not have put it down in the sun. So now I'm starting to alter my grip on it because it's so hot, which isn't really smart. Okay, so this piece of Charcloth is starting to fall apart again. Okay, let's find a different Charcloth piece. So some of these fragments, again, have been in my backpack for quite a while, and they're kind of fragile, kind of delicate. So let's grab another one, and I'm going to try a different stone. Let's try a different. Now this stone is really hot too from sitting here in the sun. Okay. Okay, that's actually too hot for me to even hold. So, and actually this is a good example. You're seeing the limitations of these of this particular fire starting method. If it's really hot, I mean, you have a hard time holding on to your gear. Okay, there is my ember, and I'm gonna let the blood drip off my finger here. Blood, sweat, and fire. Here we go. Okay. Let's blow that into a flame. There you go. Okay. So there you have it. Okay. Blood, some sweat. Okay. Flint and steel, old school fire starting using an SE fire steel and some flint stone and flint rock. Okay, I hope you guys found this demonstration useful. Remember, everybody, stay safe out there and enjoy the outdoors. I will catch you guys later. Thanks a lot.